Question 14. Raj has a present to wrap. He has a choice of 3 colors of wrapping paper: blue, red and green. He has choice of two colors of ribbon, yellow and green. So Raj chooses the wrapping paper and the ribbon at random. Complete the table to show all the possible color combinations. You may not need all the rows in the table. So you can see we have wrapping paper here and ribbon here. So for the wrapping paper we have blue color, red and green, and for the ribbon we have yellow and green. So he is choosing at random, so we need to make the combination. So you can see first one is blue and yellow, then blue and green, then red and yellow, red, yellow, then red, green, then we have combinations with green, yellow, green, yellow, green and green. So this is part A. Part B, write down the probability that the ribbon is the same color as the wrapping paper. So we can see all these colors are different: blue, yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, red, green, green, yellow. The only option that we have the same color is green and green. This is 1 out of total they are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So probability will be 1/6. Question 15. Simplify. We have t times t times t times t. This is 4 times. So t, we are adding the powers. So this is t power 4. Simple. Then we have next 3r minus r squared plus 5r plus 3r squared. So we will combine the like terms. 3r and 5r both are positive. 3 plus 5, it is 8r. And then we have r squared. This is negative and this is positive. So we will subtract. 3 minus 1, it is 2r squared. And 3 is greater, having positive sign. So this will be plus. So our answer is 8r plus 2r squared. Question number 16. Tick all the correct statements about the number 6. So we need to see which one of these are correct. 6 is a multiple of 12. So this is not correct because 6 is a factor of 12, not multiple. Multiples will start from 12. So 6 is a factor of 18. Yes, it is, because 6 times 3 is 18. So 6 is a factor of 18. 6 is a prime factor of 30. 6 is not a prime number, so this is not correct. 6 is common factor of 42 and 60. Yes, we can see 6 comes in both tables of 42 and 60. So like this is 6 times 7, this 6 times 10. So we can see we have both in that 42 and 60. So this is also correct. Question 17. The diagram shows a triangular prism. This is the diagram of the prism here. Draw accurately a net of this prism. The base has been drawn for you. So this I have already drawn this for you to save time. So you can see this black one, this was drawn before. I can show you. The question is like this here. So this is drawn for you. So we have to draw the other faces of the net. As you can see here, so we have a scale here, 2 squares. We can see that this is the base. Base is down here, so which is 2 centimeter. So 2 centimeter is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. So we have 4 squares that represent 2 centimeter. And on the other side we have here for the base, this is 3. So 3 means then we have to have here 6 squares. 3 times 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So now let's draw this face. This face is for 2 squares, it will come here on this side, and 1.5. So that means 1 centimeter represent 2 squares. So 1 centimeter here, 0.5 is this. So this is the triangle. So similar face will be downwards. And we are done with this and this now. Now you are left with the top one, the bigger face. You see we have 3 centimeters. So as 2 centimeters are 4 square, 1 centimeter is 2 square. So 3 centimeters will be 3 times 2, that is 6 squares. So they are 6 this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this side is 6 and the other side is 2.5. So 2, for 2 we are going to take, for the 2 we are going to take 4 squares plus 0.5, that is 5 squares. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So this will be the face for this one, the top one. And now the behind one, this down here, this one, that is 1.5 and 3. 3 is here, 1.5 is 2 squares represent 1, then 0.5 is this. So this is the full net of this diagram. Question 18. Sandra takes an 80-mile train journey from Wellington to Palmerston North. Change this distance to kilometers. So we are given 80 miles. We need to change this into the kilometers. So we know that the unit 1 mile is equal to 1.6 kilometers, and so 80 miles will be equals to how many? So just cross multiply that. So we will get answer x is 80 times 1.6. So when you multiply, you are going to get here 128. You can just use calculator for that. Question 19. Write as a single fraction. We need to simplify these fractions to make it a single fraction. So we can see there is x in the denominator. So x is an LCM. So we just going to add and subtract whatever you have. 2 plus 7 minus 1. 2 plus 7 is 9 minus 1 over x, that is 8 over x. So our final answer will be 8 over x. Now part B, 1 over 2 plus t over m. So we have two different numbers or expression you can see in that. So this is 2m. So when you cross multiply this is going to be, we can just make it 2m times m times m. So that is m plus, to make it 2 times 2 times 2. That is t times 2 is 2t. So our final answer is m plus 2t over 2m. Question 20. Gemma can pay for a book in dollars or in euros. So you can see there is a tag with the book, $8.10 or euros 5.70. Gemma wants to pay the lowest amount for the book. The exchange rate is $1 to euros is 0.72. Work out which currency you should use, dollars or euros. Show your working. We can start working. And so we know that we are given this dollar exchange rate, $1 is equals to euro 0.72. Now let's work for the dollars first. So $8.10, how many euros? You just cross multiply. So it is 0.72 times 8.10. This will be the answer in euros. So when you multiply the calculator, So this is 0.72 times 8.10. So this is 5.832. 5.832. So now if he pays in euros, he has to pay 5.832. So let's start the conversion of the other currency. 0.72. So how many dollars for euros? 5.70. Again you cross multiply. 0.72 5.70 times 1. So divide by 0.72 both sides. This is gone. So x is just divide this by the calculator. So I got here 7.916. So this is dollars 7.92 if we round it off. So that means you can see if he is paying in dollar, conversion rate is 7.92, but the dollar rate is 8.110. So the euro rate, it is 5.8, but this one is lower here on the tab. So he must pay in euros to save some money. Question 21. Part A. Here is a relationship involving powers of 7. 7 power x times 7 power y equals to 7 times 7 power 8. X and y are positive whole numbers, each greater than 1. Write down one possible pair of values. So let's start. So as the base is same, so we can add the powers. X plus y equals to right hand side we have 7 power 8. So as base is same, so we can just equate the exponents. X plus y equals to 8. So we need to take two values, whatever value that makes sum of 1 and 8. We can make 1 plus 7 is 8, but the condition is value of both x and y are greater than 1. So we can choose 2 and 6. 2 plus 6 is 8. So x may be 6, x may be 2, y may be 6. Question 21 part B. Here is another relationship involving powers of 5. 5 power m, now we have division sign. 5 power n equals to 5 power 4. So let's work it out. M minus n. Because there is a division sign, so we will subtract the powers. So m minus n equals to 4. So now we have the condition m and n are positive whole numbers, each greater than 1. So maybe we can just take 6 minus 2 gives you 4. So we may have the value of m and n as 6 and 2. Question 22. This table shows the mass of a child at different ages. So we have age here, then we have mass in kilograms from 5, 6, 7, 8. From age 8 to 9, the child mass increases by 12%. So this is the increase from 8 to 9. This increases by 12%. So let's see. Increase. The question is calculate the mass at age 9. We need to find out how much is the mass at age 9. So 12%. Increase is 12% of 25.3. That means 12 over 100 times 25.3. So let's calculate this one. It is 12 times 25.3 divided by 100. So it is 3.036. 3.036. This is the increase. This is increase. So what will be the mass at age 9? Mass at age 9 will be 25.3. This was the mass at here at the age of 8. So plus this is the additional increase. So we will add them. it is 28.336 kilograms. Part B, calculate the percentage increase in mass from 5 to 8. So we need increase from 5 to 8. First we will see the increase. How much is the increase? So increase is 18.3 to 25.3. So first we subtract this. So when you subtract, this is 7. So the percentage increase is increase, that is 7 over from, it started increasing from 18.3 times 100. That will give you the percentage. So let's calculate this one. This is 7 times 100 divided by 18.3. So this is 38.25. 38.25%. So this is the answer. Question number 23. 40 children are in a running club. They run a 400-meter race in April and again in July. Their running times are shown in the frequency diagram. We have here April and July graphs. Put a ring around the month in which children run the race more quickly. So we can see in April they finished, like the last one is up to 90 seconds. Here they finish up to 80. So which one is the more quicker one? So that is the month of July. So we can circle July and give reason for that. We can say the July race finished in shorter time. So they just finished the race at around 80 seconds. Question 24. Bilal wishes to travel from Eastport to Gorndon. He can choose between two routes. Route A, direct route, we can see on the key. This is route A, this is route B. The distance for each route are shown. If he travels route A, he can travel an average speed of 40 km per hour. For route B, average speed is 50 km per hour. Work out the difference in minutes between the journey times using two routes. So we can do this one by one. For route A, so we know that speed is equal to distance over time, and so from here time will be distance over speed. So time here is 90, distance is 90 for route A. This is 90 kilometers and time is 40 kilometer per, speed is 40 kilometer per hour. So when you calculate this is gonna come in hours, but we need answer in minutes. So we can just multiply by 60 here to get the answer. So this is 9 over 4 times 60. 15 times 9 is 135. So this is 135 minutes, and distance for route B is it will be 148 plus 72. So 48 plus 72, this is the total distance. This comes out to be 120 kilometers. So time for this will be 120 over 50 times 60. So we can calculate this also. 12 times this 720 divided by this 5, it is 144. So now we need the difference. So difference in both times, this is 135, 144. 144 minus 135. So it is 9 minutes. Question 25. Find the first 4 terms of the sequence. The position to term rule is multiply by 2 and then add. So let's say we start with 1. So 1 times 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 it is 5. Then second is 2 times 2 plus 3. 2 times 2 4 plus 3 it is 7. Then 3 times 2 plus 3. 3 times 2 6. 6 plus 3 9. Now you can easily see there is difference of 2. So we can add to it to get the next term. The third term is 17. The term to term rule is add 5. So third term, this is first, second and third. This is 17. Add 5. So add 5. 17 plus 5 is 22. So if we are coming back, so we will subtract 5 from there. 17 minus 5 is 12. 12 minus 5 it is 7. Question number 26. A farmer wants to sow seeds on a field with area of 120,000 square meters. He needs 10 grams of seeds per square meter of the field. 1 kilogram of seeds costs 0.40. Work out the cost of the seed that the farmer needs. So we can see he needs, for 1 meter square, he needs 10 grams of seeds per square meter. So we have the area of 120 meters square. So how many seeds will he need? Just cross multiply this. This is going to be, we already have here 4 zeros and we are adding one more here. So this will be the total area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the area that we need to sow the seeds there. So the cost of 1 kilogram seed is 0.4. So the cost will be, this is the total area that we need, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 0.40. This is for 1 kilogram. So $0.48. So we are going to get here 480. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 2 decimal places here. So this is gone. So this we have the cost in, this was the grams. So what we need for the kilogram. So we divide it by 1000. So 3 zeros are gone with this. So you are left with 1, 2, 3. So we have $480 for the required area. Question 27. The graph shows the cost of gold in dollars. So we can see here is the cost of gold in dollars on this column. This side we have mass of the gold. Use the graph to find the formula in dollars of C of G. So we need to find out C equals to in terms of G. So we can see for the 1, it's easy to get for the 1. So for the 1 gram dollar, so if we go along this way, so we have here on the axis, this is 48 grams. So simple, we have the formula of C equals to 48 G. So this is the end of this paper.